Hey, 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 good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into another edition of the NBA preview show. It is November 21st, 2019. It's Thursday. I'm the big man on campus. He's Skee Profit. I follow him on Twitter at Hakeem Profit. Or is it at Skee Profit? It's at Skee Profit. I'm at Jeff Nadeau on Twitter. Skee, we only got two games tonight. Last night we weren't on. We've been kind of hit or miss with the show, but you and I have things we're doing. Sometimes we got to kind of avoid the show. We can't do it. But we've been doing real well with our consensus. Tuesday night we were on. We killed it. We got another winner. What do we have? The Kings. They beat the Suns. Easy winner there. It ended up not being a real easy winner until the last 6 or 7 minutes. They started to kind of blow it, but it got the job done. How you doing tonight, Skee?
I'm doing good, bro. And yeah, it's good. We cashing those consensus picks. Yesterday, I know we didn't do a show, but I had a good day. I went 4-1 on my picks, so I'm loving
Good
it.
job. Great job. I lost with the Hornets.
Yeah, I looked at them too.
You lose to a Kyrie Irving-less Nets team.
Yeah, that's a second time this year only that they've covered as a favorite. I think they're 2-6
Yeah,
as a
no,
favorite now.
it's rough, but you just have some of those teams that doesn't matter. Like the Rockets have been that for me. I bet against them, they can't miss. When I bet on them, they lose
That was
outright.
that was my one loser yesterday. Rockets first half.
It's wild, right?
Yeah, I don't get it.
What are you going to do? But thanks, everyone, for checking out the show. We only got two games tonight. We'll get into them. They're actually two intriguing games, and I think there's angles in both. We'll also give our picks for NFL. We have an NFL game tonight. I know Skee dabbles a little bit in the NFL. I actually like this game as well, so we'll get into that as well. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are. All right, Skee, let's get into it here. Milwaukee, 14, total 229.5. Portland coming into town here. And look, Skee, I mean, the other night, Carmelo had his debut. The Blazers got destroyed. And again, no Lillard tonight. I mean, you look at these plus minuses without these players. I mean, without Lillard, I mean, I don't understand where the points come from with this group tonight. I mean, no Lillard. Whiteside's, he's not an offensive threat. McCollum can't do it all on himself. You have pieces. I know Simmons, he might not play tonight for them. And now you're going to play one of the better teams in the league with a terrific defense, a sizable mismatch in the paint. I mean, this is just a terrible matchup. How did the Blazers score tonight, I guess, is the question. And we've, Skee, in certain games, I know you and I have really kind of forecasted low-scoring games from certain teams. Like the Knicks without a point guard, with the Pistons without a point guard. Is this a game tonight where it really doesn't matter who they play? I mean, you look at the other night, they had trouble against the Pelicans, for God's sakes. You can't defend. This is one of the better defensive teams in the league. I feel like a team total under here is on par.
Yeah, I definitely would agree. What team total under for Portland? Yeah. Where do the points come from? That's my angle in this game. Lillard is out. Now Whiteside is out. Simmons is upgraded to probable, but still, I don't think that's enough. Milwaukee, last 5 games, defensive rated second. And my cap on this game is the injuries and Milwaukee being on a back-to-back. I mean, I think this is their third game in 4 nights. And I just think it'll be low scoring. 7 of the last 10 games between these two have went under. I don't see the points in this one.
I mean, on what planet does this team score 108 tonight? Seriously. I mean, your starting lineup's going to be McCollum. I mean, I guess Simmons plays point for you tonight. Like, I guess. I mean, they don't have another. They don't have another point guard in this roster. I guess it's CJ, Simmons, Rodney Hood, Carmelo, and Skal Labissiere. Like, are you kidding? I'm on the under 108. That total is, I thought it'd be like 103 or something. Like 108.
Well, yeah, I hear you on that. I can definitely agree. I'm on the full game under 229. I don't think Milwaukee really pressed the issue. I think they'll be tired too. And yeah, I like less points all the way throughout. I think we missed the boat on the first half. I think the first half Bucks was the play, but the spread is so jacked up now that I don't want to take the ass end of the line. I know Portland on the first half is 6-9 against the spread.
I'm not a big fan of laying double digits in the NBA. I don't care who it's against. And I will say, like, I feel like this is a game I've kind of been out ahead of some of these games where they just look too good to be true. Like, there's no way the Kings go in and beat the Jazz at 0-5, and then they go in and beat the Jazz. It's like, but is Portland just so inept tonight? It's like, but I don't think they hit 100 here, so I kind of lean towards under 108. I don't think Anthony Simmons and Carmelo Anthony are going to cause a lot of, are they going to be enough to make this team a high scoring group? I don't see it.
Hey, I had an angle on a prop earlier, and it kind of looks really good now. I don't know if the number is still the same, but Brook Lopez over 5.5 rebounds. He's had more than 5 rebounds 3 of his last 4 games. And looking at the game in general, Milwaukee has a big rebound advantage over the last 5 games. They're 4th rebounding percentage, Portland 24th, and Whiteside is out tonight, so it should be some rebounds up for grabs.
Yeah, this could be a stone cold blowout, 30-point blowout or something. One of those games that just has trouble.
Definitely, I see that.
So what do you like here? What's your play here?
I'm on the under on the full game, 229.
Yeah, I don't hate that actually. I mean, I feel like if let's say the Bucks get 120 here.
Right. I don't think Portland, if they score 100, they probably get like 104.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to go team total under personally. That's just what I'm going to do here. Skee, let me ask you something. This is kind of off the beaten path, but did you see that video today with Stephen A. Smith and Terrell Owens? Did you see that today?
Nah, I guess I've been out the loop a little bit today. I spent a lot of my day driving.
Skee, I'm getting a call. Hold on one second.
Oh, yeah, do your thing, bro. I know in this game right here for Portland.
Yeah. Just leave it on the front door, okay?
Hey, big man's he's big time. He always getting phone calls.
I'm good. No, I had somebody dropping something off. I can't answer the door right now. What were you saying, Skee? Sorry.
Nothing. I'm looking at the game. I wish I was on the Bucks first half. That's all.
Just play it. Let's just fucking play it.
The line, what is it now? By like 7.5, 8? That's what I'm saying.
I just think the Blazers are that inept.
I don't disagree. I mean, I have my play. I like the total, so I'm not going to force any other action. But I do think the first half was the play. I would like that more than the full game.
Let me run. I'll be right back.
All right. I know in in the next game, I like that game a lot. We talked about Brook Lopez prop. I think in the next game, I know big man don't really do props, but Ingram, I think he doesn't really have trouble scoring tonight. He's back. He averages about 25 points. I think his point total was 23 or 22 and a half, 23 and a half. I think Ingram can get over that point total for sure. Phoenix, no Aaron Baines. Still waiting to see if Rubio is going to play. Kaminsky, he's way too small at that 5 spot. There's just not a lot of big bodies on Phoenix. I could maybe see Ingram rebounds over too. I think he'll be able to snag some boards in there because they're missing some guys. Favors is out, a couple other guys. So I would look at Ingram to maybe flourish on points and maybe flourish on rebounds. I know you don't really do props, big man, but I was just talking about maybe Ingram playing on him today.
I like the Pelicans in this game. I'm fading the Suns, man.
I was hoping you would agree, because it was one time we bumped heads, and you were on the Suns, and I was on the whatever other team.
No, I think they're overvalued right now.
Yeah,
like and I'm telling you, no Rubio kills this team.
Right, he's doubtful. No it's not even game time. He's doubtful. Like that should tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
Third game in 4 nights. Do you really think he's going to play? He had to leave the last game.
And the Pelicans are starting to get a little healthy. You're getting a ball back. Ingram looks good.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I like this young Jackson Hayes kid. I like JJ Redick, obviously. I think we see a little momentum here from the Pels. We're getting 4.5. I'm not buying it with the Suns. I bought it for a little, but now I'm starting to realize I think they're a little overvalued.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with the Suns. You know that already. I know the Pelicans are not usually good on the road, but I mean they're playing good right now. They're 5-1 against the number their last 6 games. The they getting more healthy. They got Ingram back. Ingram played the last game. He'll play again here. Lonzo's going to play in this game also. If there's no Rubio and no Baines, we saw the problem with no Baines the other night. I see Pelicans all the way too.
Yeah, you look at without Baines and Rubio, the Suns have been 6.1 and 7.6 points per 100 possessions better with those guys on the court versus off. And you look at what they've been able to do without Baines. They've been pushing the pace a little bit more. So over could have some value here. This could be just a shootout type of a game. But without Baines, they've not been as good offensively, and they've actually been worse defensively without Aaron Baines. It's really just a lot of isolation for Devin Booker. With Devin Booker, I think you can maybe double him a little bit more, shade to him a little bit more. I like New Orleans here. I'm not going to say that often, but I think in this game right now, the Suns I think are a bet against.
They are. They've lost 2 straight. They've lost 4 of their last 6 games, and Pelicans are playing their best basketball that we've seen in a little bit. So, if no Rubio, I really, really love it. And as far as the total, what you said, I mean, if there's no Rubio, you still think it's going to be more points than not? I think that hurts the total.
Well, I think from what I've seen, without Baines, they're going a lot quicker. So I think they're going to be pushing the pace, trying to get out in the fast break because, the thing about the fast break is you don't necessarily need – I guess what I'm trying to say in a rudimentary way is you don't need the point guard as much because I think you could run the floor with really anybody, get someone out in transition. But point guard's more important to me in a half court set where you're creating offense, you're dishing a diamond. I like Rubio. Plus, I like him to rebound the basketball. He's a good rebounder. He's a good defender. Javon Carter's a nice player, and he was good at West Virginia, but I'm just not sure if he's ready to play at this level. And what you can do against Carter is you can obviously you can sag off and kind of sag off the D a little bit. It's kind of like Ben Simmons. I'm not real worried about Javon Carter, to be real honest with you. And if Ball's in there, if those guys are in there, I do worry that Booker could have a big game here.
I kind of
Redick.
I don't think so. And the reason I don't think so is because, if Redick is guarding him, but I don't think Redick will be guarding him. If you don't have a Rubio, put Redick on Carter and put Drew Holiday on Booker.
Well, I mean, that's obviously what you should want to do here. But I worry about if he gets caught up against Devin Booker would destroy Redick. I'm telling you, I kind of like the over too. I feel like this is like a 128, 124 or something like that.
Well, they're both good 3-point shooting teams. They both play fast. I can see it.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my thoughts. I mean, is this a consensus? We've got to go Pelicans.
Yeah, I like the Pelicans.
All right, what do we got in a line here? 4. I mean, you're getting 2 buckets. I like it. Damn, this is up to 234. Fuck, man. Interesting.
It started at 234. That's nothing. It only did down to 233.
Why did I feel like this was 230? I might have just been mislooked at it. But okay. So consensus, we're gonna go Pelicans +4 here. I like it.
Yep.
We'll take a shot. Skee, I was saying earlier, I want to ask you about this. So Terrell Owens today was on with First Take, and they're talking about Colin Kaepernick, and Terrell Owens basically said that to Stephen A. that Max Kellerman is blacker than he is.
And wait. Who said? Say it one more time for me.
Terrell Owens said Max Kellerman is blacker than Stephen A. is. And Stephen A. went nuts about it. Like, basically, like, hold it. And he's like, I'm from the Hollis, Queens. I'm in the streets every day. Let me ask you something, Stephen A. First of all, what streets are you in?
Right.
Other than some suburb in Jersey. Second of all, when was the last time you were in Queens? Third, I mean, it's no secret. Stephen A. does generally stick up for a lot of conservative issues, and he doesn't generally side with black athletes. It's
usually Max.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a big Max guy, but he is a rider when it comes to like liberal issues.
Right. I agree with that.
Like, I consider Whitlock and Stephen A. like I don't think they don't ride for the black community at all.
Nah, not at all.
And I mean,
well,
you agree with it, right?
Yeah, I guess I agree.
But Terrell Owens just comes on and was just like, yo, you don't ride for black athletes, and Max is more of a rider than you'll ever be. Now, he said it in poor taste, like the way he said it, but Stephen A's on some shit, man. He's a weird dude, man.
I think that show is kind of scripted anyway. I think like you got to have Max say stuff like that. It can't be the other way around.
Well, yeah, and they're told what to say, I think, a lot of time. But like, even Molly Karam, I mean, she's awful. I mean, she's pretty for sure, beautiful woman, but I mean, like, you remember when she got pissed off at LeVar Ball for like
Yeah,
saying
that
that shit
was
to her?
weird.
Well, today I saw she says some shit to Max, like, he's like, one of my favorite parts of this show, and she's like, well, I thought I was your favorite part of the show. Like, get your mind out of the gutter, Molly. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that shit pisses me off, that show.
Right, I hear you.
So do you agree with that about Max?
As far as the like
Is he
social
more
issues and
urban than
stuff,
Stephen A?
social issues and stuff, I rock with Max. As far as sports takes, Max, I don't
No,
rock
I'm
with
saying,
him.
like, are you more inclined to like listen to his like urban thoughts than Stephen A?
Like when they debate on the show, yeah, I'll be siding with Max more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm not black, but I agree. I'm very liberal. By the way, quick comments on the NFL. I wanted to bring that up. Tonight, I like the Colts in this game a lot.
Damn it, big man.
I'm going to tell you why. I have no interest in this defense for the Texans. They play a lot of close games. They're 1-3 as a favorite, 8-12 over the last 3 seasons laying points. They're not good enough. I like Deshaun Watson, but I also like this defense for the Colts. If T.Y. Hilton's in there, I have no interest in the Texans. I just don't. I like the way Brissett's played. I think he's been one of the better stories of the year. I know they're not a Mac, but they have a good offensive line. Pressure's not going to get to them. I like the Colts here. I do.
So you think the Colts are going to pass on the Texans tonight?
Yeah, I think the game plan's got to be switched up. I think you've got to throw the ball downfield. I think you've got to get Brissett out in the run, attack that defense. That pass rush is not as good without Watt and obviously Clowney moving on. The secondary is hobbled and beaten up. There's a lot of injuries, and I don't trust Bill O'Brien. If you're going to give me Bill O'Brien against Frank Reich, here's one thing I'll say, Skee, and I want to make this fucking clear. Said this earlier. I don't do this often. But I think a teaser plus 9.5 and over 40 makes a lot of sense here. Get it up and over that touchdown. You just need a 21-20 game here. Nothing special. I think the over has some value too, to be real. I think it gets to 50. I think both these teams will look towards throwing the football.
Yeah, the way you're capping it sounds like an over game. I kind of was looking at it more so like I'm not really into this game as far as I'm not sure if I'm going to play it or not, but it's a lot of like revenge factors for Texans. And isn't this like their conference on the line or something like that?
Yeah, the division. And
yeah,
Houston has gotten owned by Indy over the years. One thing as well to keep in mind with an over, Skee, both these teams, 6th and 8th in the league in red zone touchdown percentage. So they're converting in the red zone. They're putting up touchdowns, not field goals. That's important. When you're looking at totals, you've got to look at red zone percentage. If you're betting consistently on teams that are – I mean, there's teams that are 30, 40% of the time they're scoring a touchdown. That's not good enough. You need to be into the 60s. You need to be converting in the red zone. That's all that matters in the NFL. If you're moving the ball inside the 50s, that's great, but you've got to put the ball in the end zone. Yeah, I know Donnie Rightside mentioned he liked the first half for the Colts. I could see it. I don't mind either. But I think the Colts win this game. I like this group. I like betting on a good offensive line. We know they've got a better offensive line than the Texans, and the coaching advantages. Bill O'Brien against Reich is not close.
Are the Colts going to stop the Texans from scoring?
I think they have more of a chance to. Yeah. I 100%. I mean, their pass rush is better. They've got a better secondary. If I'm looking at who's going to get a stop late in this game, yeah, I would trust Indy a lot more. At any rate, though, like I said, Houston is not a good team laying points. They just haven't been. And if I can get them over 3, I'm interested.
I hear you. The way I'm hearing this game, it kind of sounds like it's going to be more points than not. If you think the Colts are going to be able to pass on the Texans, I don't think the Colts are really going to stop the Texans from putting up points.
Yeah, and I think that's where my over angle comes in. I think this game to me seems close. It just seems like it's going to come down. Doesn't it seem like the Texans play every game 24-21, something like that?
Yeah, I
It
think
seems
this one will be like 24-20 though.
that's where the teaser comes in handy here.
Yeah, I hear you.
Who would win in a fight, Marcus Smart or Patrick Beverly? I think it'd be a good one. I think Pat would have the small edge. I think, but again, I've never seen these two fight. I'm not really sure. I mean, one of them, they may not be able to fight at all.
Right. I'll take Pat Bev though.
Yeah, I think Beverly's a little bit better. One other thing before we go, I did want to bring this up. I know we got a lot of rap fans in here. Uh, I don't know if you know Ski who Arab is, but I was disappointed to see that he got convicted yesterday. I'm a big Arab fan. I love his music, and it's a shame that he's going to go away for a long time. I was a big fan of his. But again, let this be a lesson to all of you. If you talk stupid on the internet, the cops will knock at your door. It's simple. That's what you're going to hear real early in the morning if you keep talking stupid on the internet. So you young people, stop talking stupid on the internet.
I hear you. I don't know anything about it, but I feel you on that.
Basically, Arab's a rapper in Philadelphia. He was convicted yesterday by the feds for drug trafficking. He was basically selling large amounts of drugs, and in his lyrics, he would basically everything was about his criminal life. So
That's how they get you.
a lesson to all of you: stop talking stupid on the internet. All right, Ski, good stuff as always. Good to hear from you as always. Tomorrow we got a much bigger card that should be a lot better. We're going to go consensus Pelicans +4.
There you go.
We've done pretty well. I think we're 7-2 with consensus plays.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Done well. All right, everyone have a good night.
80%. We get a winner, we get 80%.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people would say that's fake and it didn't really happen. All the real people know it has happened. Ski's one of the great NBA cappers. Go check him out on Twitter. Go check him out at Wager Talk. Go buy his picks and go support Ski. Ski, listen, I'm proud of who you become, man. You've done a nice job, bro. I mean that. I remember when you were just a wee little guy on the internet. You didn't nobody knew who the fuck you were, and now look at you. You've surpassed all the wildest dreams. And that's what happens. Listen, seriously. This is what happens when you're nice to people. I've not always been nice to people, and I've had to pay for that. Ski's always nice to people, and I'm proud of who he's become. That's good shit, man. Good work.
I appreciate that, big man, for real.
No doubt, man. Keep it up. Go check out Ski, Wager Talk. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks all for watching. Oh, someone's asking about Phillip Rivers. What's your thoughts on Phillip Rivers?
I'm tired of him now. I've been taking it for him for years. I'm done. I'm out.
I agree. He was brutal the other night. All right. Have a great night. See you guys. Thanks, Ski.
Later, bro.
See ya.